During the Cold War, the US and the Soviet Union tested one another's resolve in a process known as proxy wars. America's involvement in Vietnam and the USSR's in Afghanistan were both examples of the two superpowers sticking pins into each other while carefully maintaining plausible deniability, one of Richard Nixon's favorite turns of phrase. Well, it seems that time-honored tradition of virtual sniping is alive and well in the Congress of the United States. Are you kidding me? Well, as usual, I'm not. A pitched battle has broken out between Republicans and Democrats on Capitol Hill over the question of who gets naming rights to the Internet. Not bragging rights, Mr. Gore, but the authority to designate domain names and authorize their use. Or not. Since the inception of the information superhighway, that task has belonged to the Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers, or ICANN. That's actually a private concern which operates under contractual authority from the U.S. government. Now the Obama administration wants to divest the U.S. of that troublesome detail by formally ceding the rights to a new company with no ties to America or the American government. It is to be called the Internet Assigned Numbers Authority. IANA. Confused yet? Well, in a September 15th article in the Washington Post and Bloomberg News, Senator Dick Durbin of Illinois, the minority whip, made conflicting statements on the issue. He both termed the function, quote, obscure and irrelevant, unquote, and hinted strongly that the Senate minority would filibuster the continuing resolution for government funding that had contained the divestiture language, if it were removed. Objections to giving this worldwide authority away center on losing our ability to combat censorship on the Internet, especially with authoritarian regimes. There is also the question of whether or not packet headers in the proposed new Internet would be traceable to the country of national origin as easily. So why is the congressional minority willing to go to the wall over this obscure and irrelevant registry? And if it's important to divest, why haven't they floated a clean bill to do so, rather than hiding the provision in a huge omnibus spending bill that must pass before the sky starts falling? Why? Because that's how proxy wars are fought in our nation's capital. Are you kidding me?